Welcome back to Mario World. We're still in Star Road. And this early in the game, I must be really fast at this.
This isn't no speedrun bullshit.
Yeah. So this is the grand finale of the playthrough. Hope you enjoyed the ride.
If you were really going for the fastest method of getting to Bowser, then yeah, you can beat Mario World in LP's fashion, like in 2 parts. Assuming you're not speedrunning, then you'll do it in 1 part in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the quickest route to Bowser?
You Star
Star
Road,
World.
and then you go in the back door.
Bowser
has one of those.
You play through the game pretty much normally until you get to Donut Plains. Then you take the alternate exit of the water world that Ryan was in earlier. That would lead you to your first Star Road. Then you play Star Road normally. Well, get the alternate exits of Star World until you get to the 5th star. The 5th star will take you next to Bowser's Castle. And that's where you can go inside. You gotta go through the front entrance, but if you know how to play Bowser's Castle well, that's a non-issue.
Oh, so the Star World is basically your warp world.
Yep.
Basically.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, that star right there on the bottom right. That warp shoots Bowser.
Okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our Mario World playthrough.
That's an interesting way of having a level select sheet.
I like hidden crap like this in games.
There's a lot of hidden
so-
stuff in Mario World, yeah.
So, am I to understand that we are currently flying with all our might to catch up to the player in first place so that we can dive bomb them and eat them?
I think you may be
that a
getting your
wizard
games confused,
reference?
Lewis.
Because I want to see that as a power-up in the next Mario Kart. Not just a blue shell, but a blue shell Yoshi that carries you to first place and then eats the competition.
Welcome to Special
Lewis,
Zone.
There are therapists for this sort of thing.
The icon at the top of the Super Famicom logo.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what that was, and then I remembered. So. So are you just gonna keep this Yoshi for the rest of the game?
At least through Special World.
At least through special work, god damn it. Go ahead, Ryan.
So-
Tell the audience why we Mario World players hate special.
Hardest levels in the game.
Indeed. Well, they're not all bad.
Some more than others.
There's two in particular really drive me up a wall, and one of them I think is
Yep,
right
it's
after
coming up
this
next.
one, or
Blue Yoshi, no!
You know,
Here's the thing is that you can tell that the
Blue, no!
wait, you can spin away a mushroom?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Ryan,
I
go,
need the blue
just
Yoshi.
go.
Well, you
you
can
lost your wing, though. You lost your cape feather, though.
you can tell
It's
that
okay,
these
I have
levels are
spins.
supposed to be played later in the game because one of the levels Ryan went through had the blocks for the Switch Palace
Yep.
unpressed.
You know, I never thought I'd see Mario get caught in that situation where he's stuck between 2 springs in a very confined space like Sonic does in some parts of the game. But now I've seen the Mario equivalent, being stuck in a small confined space with a Yoshi running back and forth, with a Lakitu dropping spinies onto his head.
Hey, look at this son of a bitch ignoring the pea balloon.
Screw you, I have a blue Yoshi.
That is one of the hardest levels of the game, and Ryan just completely made it its bitch but with Blue Yoshi. You're supposed to, if you don't take a Blue Yoshi with you, there are pea balloons that you can get from the question mark blocks. Now, pea balloons, we haven't seen them yet. It's really odd that we have to explain pea balloons in this level, because you're going so out of your way to do this first. But pea balloons inflate Mario and make him float for a short amount of time. You have to use the pea balloons all the time in this level to go from left to right. And let us remind you that they're charging chucks in this level. They throw footballs at you, or they kick footballs at you. You are completely helpless when you're in pea balloon mode. So, yeah, you want to guess why that level fucking sucks?
Because of the Lakitus.
No.
Because Mario
Pay attention,
forgot
Lewis.
to shower this morning?
Oh, I forgot to pay my dues.
Because Wario went back in time to sue Mario for stealing the fat power-up.
How appropriate. Now, you see, you fly over Tubular, but you don't fly over this level. I fly over this level all the time. But, you wanna... This is another one of those. I want to say... quote, unquote,
those were those saw blades in the what's it called level in
Yep.
Galaxy 2 come from. The one with the great music. Puzzle Plank. That's it. There. I'm smart. I remember.
We.
Oh, now we're just gonna ignore the rest of the level. Every once in a while, you can find these wings inside question mark blocks, and if you have a Yoshi by your side, you can mount the wings with Yoshi, and then you enter this bonus area, which also acts as you completing the level.
So basically, it turns any Yoshi temporarily into the blue Yoshi you already have, making it entirely redundant in this case because you're already riding a blue Yoshi.
Well, no, not temporary. It becomes permanent.
What?
If you have a green Yoshi that gets feathers, it becomes a blue Yoshi. So you finish the level with a blue Yoshi.
Omni Shell!
And now you have an Omni Shell. There we go. Now, with a multicolored shell like that, Yoshi pretty much has all the powers.
So if he spits it out, he gets fireballs, but why would you do that?
Yeah.
And he lands on the ground, he does a stomp attack.
And you can fly, but you can already do that, so like...
You can already do that.
You lost the Omni.
Well, I was going to eat
Ah,
it.
no, there's another one right there.
No, Omni Shell is different from Yellow Shell.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a hard level because all of this is ice physics.
Well, the trick about this level, if you don't have Yoshi, the game is on. The thing about this level, though, is that it looks tricky, but it's really one of those once you run, don't stop sort of
Yeah, and
things.
unfortunately, I was flying the entire way, so I didn't build up any momentum.
Yeah. The moment you decide to pause and try to be accurate is when you're going to lose. Just gun it. That's the advice I
play
can
through
give
all
you.
those old levels again so that you could get your blue Yoshi back?
I just went back.
Hey, he's jump cutting. I don't care. So.
Now he's got an invincibility star and a blue Yoshi.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it, with invincibility stars, you can't bounce on Koopa Troopas while you're like that, so you'll just phase right through them. So
But if you can fly and you have an invincibility star, why not just activate debug mode and get it over with? God.
But you gotta have a shell in your mouth to fly.
Poor Yoshi, man. His cheeks are gonna be like permanently puffed out like that by the end of the game.
Like he just lost a lot of weight and it all went to his cheeks.
Oh, you can save after every level in this area.
Yep.
Thank God.
Yeah, the developers knew what kind of bullshit they were creating for the special world. And it was it makes sense.
These are the hidden extra levels that you're intended to do at the end of the game.
Well, I've been playing this game for so long, it's not like it's particularly hard.
No, the main game Mario World is pretty comfortable. Like, it's not like the easiest game ever. It's not like Kirby easy, but like I could beat it, and I suck. So it goes to show.
There's always been something about the grassy areas in Mario World that visually bugged me, and I only just now realized what it was. It's the way the grass is just a sort of green layer that wraps around the ground, even on the sides.
Well, to me, it's not so much those bushes right there, the small ones. They have like white shiny spots, as if they're made of plastic.
It's also the fact that everything's mostly a singular color, there's a little bit of shading, but this is an early SNES game, so you can't really expect it to have the best graphics.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm not trying to be picky about that.
Teabag and son of a bitch.
On the other hand, though, Sonic 1 came out around the same time, and it was doing stuff like making 2D objects that looked more three-dimensional and stuff, so...
The parallax scrolling, gotta mention parallax scrolling.
Well,
parallax scrolling, yeah, but also just like the design of certain environmental pieces, like the Green Hill Zone loops, which have a sort of geometric look to them.
Well,
is that even the word?
Sonic the Hedgehog also had the benefit of it not being a launch title. The Genesis came out in '89.
Yes.
Yeah, so it had already been out for a few years. People knew how to use it, whereas this was one of the first Super Nintendo games. Yeah, so the first Super Nintendo game ever made, so they really were just sort of testing the waters. I think there's a reason why Miyamoto says that this is the game he would go back to redo if he could.
Yeah.
Because,
he says a lot of things, because
Yeah.
he said that, and then in another interview he said that Mario World was his favorite game.
Well, that's not necessarily a mutually exclusive thing, especially in the case of a developer, where you can take real pride in a given work and still be the one who sees the flaws in that work most clearly of all.
Yeah, because this game was rushed. Which is really weird because it speaks for its quality.
Oh, yeah.
I think they probably rushed more graphics things and sound things than than gameplay stuff. Like the level design in any given Mario game is probably not the hardest thing to make, because again, like Mario's pretty. I want to say standard, but not in a bad way. But it's you know, you don't have to like make anything too fancy to make a Mario game. Which
Well,
is why
I would say it's fine. I would say it's fine to classify Mario as standard because Mario set those standards.
Okay.
Well, I would say standards is the wrong word to use because that implies mediocrity. What Mario really is platforming fundamentals.
Okay, that's a better word actually. So yeah, it's not like, you know, there's really that much. It's not like they have to invent any new mechanics or anything like that. They just have to make solid level design, which, you know, is difficult but not time-consuming, or any more time-consuming than like.
Solid level design and solid control.
Yes, that's.
And here's what
Oh, you can just eat the wigglers.
Yeah. And here's what I consider the hardest level in the game.
Outrageous!
Even more
Yeah,
than
tubular, once you know what you're doing, isn't too terribly hard. It's just knowing where the P-balloons are. This is just a whole lot of shit thrown at you.
Yeah,
Don't you
Tubular
fly over
was
this level?
You can if you want to. You know, you don't really get a badge of honor if you do that, but Tubular was difficult because of its gimmick. You know, P-balloons everywhere. This is just really long and really fucking strenuous.
Well, if you're going to do the challenge world in a Mario game and you have the option to fly over it, what are you doing the challenge world for?
To say that you for 100% cred.
Yeah, so you got a 96-star file.
Was it for a 96-star file? Man,
It's
not about the ending. It's about the journey. You
Well, it's not like there is an
experience to
ending
get
in this
there,
game.
man.
Hey, the credits music's pretty good. You know.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And we do save the Yoshis. And yeah, Princess Peach, yeah, you know, but that's assumed.
Oh.
Oh,
You lost to that guy, the not Goomba. Man.
The Galumba.
Yeah.
yeah, they were introduced in this game. They don't go down in one simple stomp. You have to hit them on the head, which topples them, and then you have to kick them.
I love how
Or
they
you can
made
spin
these
jump
weird
them.
not Goombas for one game, and then like 20 years later, it's like, oh right, we made those. Let's put them into things. So now they're in like Mario Party mini games and 3D World.
And 3D
stuff.
World.
Yeah, they're in 3D World as well.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Well, the thing is, in this game, Mario has two jumps. He has a regular jump and he has a spin jump.
Yes.
Man, look at that pitiful flag completion. That's like ending a level in 3D World at the very bottom of the flagpole.
You still got the cape behind your back.
As Toad.
Funky.
Funky!
The thing about Funky is that they try to scare you
With the timer.
with a really small time limit.
Is that a sumo Koopa?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sumo Brothers.
A sumo Koopa?
How am I supposed to get that Yoshi?
You're supposed to bounce off of that, Oh no, never mind. Oh, that one has wings, but he's not jumping. He's cosplaying as a paratrooper.
Or maybe you're supposed to jump backwards from there, like if you get
Nope.
enough.
I pretty much think you need a feather.
Yeah. Even then, it's still really possible to beat this level with the time you're given.
Yeah.
If you just gun it.
Also, the sky is dark and scary. Like,
No, it's just slightly more bluish navy.
yeah, it's dark and scary. It's like dark and stuff. Like Mario's a happy place.
We already went to a haunted house.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. Think about it. You know, it took me a while to realize that in this game, when you knock Koopa Troopas out of their shells, they wear pretty much white tank tops.
Yeah,
They're in their
those are in
underwear.
Paper. Yeah, those are in Paper Mario too.
Yeah, it was because of later games that I realized that. I didn't really see that in this game when I first played it. Wow, these guys need to get out. You know, look at these tan lines.
This game sort of has that solid colors, black outlines look that Earthbound has, actually.
Only this game came out at the launch of the Super Nintendo, and Earthbound was near the tail end.
Well, Earthbound was near the tail end, and also in that case it was an intentional artistic choice because it was made to emulate the original game.
And
I thought it was a Super Mario. Mario, shut up. And that's it. Those are the most difficult levels in the game, done in part 2.
Okay, so if
Yay.
you beat all of them, then everything becomes weird, right?
Yep, we'll see that in part 3.
You spend so long in there that the seasons change.